Hello and good evening. So, in today's lecture, we will be participating in the geography series, and I would be taking your lectures for the geography and ecology. And today's lecture series starts with the uh, important topic of the weekly topic that we'll be having in geography. Is PPT visible to everybody? I hope I'm audible and clear. Okay, so very good evening, everybody. And this is the lecture of Weekly Current Affairs. I'm Sekhar Chaudhary, your faculty for the Geography and Environment. And we are here on Scholar IAS, your one-stop solution for the UPSC and State Civil Services exam. So in this series that we are starting, we will be delivering lectures on geography, environment, and other issues. For example, that would be science and tech. And each day, different uh, teacher would be available to give you the daily analysis of different subjects. So over here, you can see that in last week, there was very important news regarding the leatherback nesting sites that are being faced with threats from the development project in Andaman Nicobar Island. So there is a proposal for the uh, tourism and port development activity in Andaman Nicobar Island, and there was a NITI Aayog step on ambitious tourism and vision for Little Andaman and proposal for mega shipment port at Galatia Bay on the Great Nicobar Island. So you all know that Andaman Nicobar Island are very strategically located island of India on the in the Bay of Bengal, and that is very near to the very strategic Sunda Strait. So Andaman Port Management Board in 2019 plotted this idea of container transshipment terminal. So transshipment terminal is something that the big ships uh, take, load and unload their stuff into another ship. The scale of the project could seriously impact giant leatherback nesting site. That is the prime concern. And as you can see in the pic, there is a big giant turtle, and they are called giant leatherback because their back is soft, not as hard as the other turtles, and it looks more like leather. So when it comes to geography of the Andaman Nicobar Island, over here you can see the Andaman Nicobar Island. There is a 10-degree channel which separates the whole of Andaman Islands to whole of Nicobar Islands. And then this question has been asked many a times in various exams. And uh, you can see that the Little Andaman, this area, please pay attention to this particular island, which proposes phased growth of tourism on this virtually untouched island. So it has not been touched with the developmental activities. And there is a de-reservation of 200 kilometers of pristine rainforest. As you all know, or you must know that this area is the rainforest, and it is very near to the equator. And so there is also about 100 kilometer 40-kilometer of Onge tribal reserve. So this is very ecologically sensitive area. So there is a proposal for tourism on the sides of this island, where on the southern and western bank, where there is the important sites of the turtle nesting sites for the eggs. So South Bay is proposed to be leisure zone, where Film City, a residential district, and tourism special economic zones are coming up. And the West Bay is the nature retreat over here. So this would be more of the tourism and big resorts kind of activities. So over here you can see Great Nicobar Island, and Great Nicobar Island, the southernmost of all Andaman and Nicobar group. You can see over here another project that is being developed. So these two islands would be affected by this project. Great Nicobar Island, which is the southernmost island, and large number have been recorded nesting. A lot of nesting happens here of leatherback turtle, and mainly on the rivers. You see Dagmar River, Alexandria River. So over here there is a lot of nesting. And one more interesting thing I want your attention to be drawn upon is Amrit Kaur River. So this is something important. So can you comment in the section why Amrit Kaur is famous and who was she? So it's a river named after her. And Galathea Bay, over here you can see, very near to Indra Point, the southernmost tip of the Indian landmass. So Galathea Bay was in fact proposed in Wildlife Sanctuary earlier back in 1997, and long-term monitoring program has been going on this site about the nesting of the turtles. So leatherback turtle, let's know more about the in depth about this kind of a species. So it is the largest of 7 species of sea turtles, also the most long ranges. What does largest means in the size, and long ranging means it goes even to Mozambique, that is on the coast of Africa. From the satellite tracking, it has been observed that this can travel to large areas. So that's why it is large ranging. Found in all oceans except Arctic and Antarctic, the southernmost and the northernmost of the oceans. Within the Indian Ocean, they nest only in Indonesia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, and Andaman Nicobar Island. So very near to Indian subcontinent, they are there. So in the IUCN status, they have vulnerable kind of status. So this is very important from the point of view of the MCQ's question. And listed in Schedule 1 of Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and it has the highest legal protection. And that means this has to be remembered that in India there are many laws that protect the wildlife animals, and Indian Wildlife Protection Act, it's one of the umbrella law, and it has higher legal protection in that. The plan notes that India has identified all its important sea testing habitats as important coastal and marine biodiversity areas. So there was this ecological sensitiveness and conservation plan for these kind of turtles, and this and including them in coastal regulation zone 1. So these areas where they are found are in the safety zones. Again, South Bay and West Bay on Little Andaman, along with other nesting beaches in the island, find a specific mention in important marine turtle habitats in India and largest leatherback nesting sites in India. Coming when we talk about leatherback turtle, we have to also think about the other cousin of this turtle, that is Ridley, olive ridley turtle, and that is found on Gahir Matha beach, which is in the Orissa. So that is more in news always, but this too is founding a lot of traction in the news. So pay attention to all the news that will be coming about this turtle. Okay, so what is this transshipment activity or transshipment project that the government of India has planned? So that was in August 2020 that PM Modi announced that there would be a cable laying cable link between the Andaman Nicobar Islands and the mainland India for the better connectivity. Apart from that, if you see, there are a lot of big ports that are very near to the this route, which is east-west trunk sea route, and a large chunk of the worldwide shipments passes through this. And Indian Andaman Nicobar Island are very strategically located very near to this. When we talk about the transshipment uh, project, we also have to look the strategic importance of this project. So it will not be just a commercial project. It will definitely have some of the strategic and defense uh, angle to it, which definitely government would not like to emphasize too much upon. A transshipment is where cargo or container is moved from one vessel to another vessel. So it's kind of a hub for transportation of the big containers that are carried on the big ships. So it will be built in South Bay, Great Nicobar Island, to provide Indian shipper an alternative to Colombo. Over here you can see, to Singapore. Over here you can see, and Port Klang in Malaysia. So big ports which are having these facilities, and they are really big ports and handling the big shipments and big cargo shipments which have a big capacity. So blue economy like fisheries, very important term, blue economy. It is used for the economic activities of deep oceans like fisheries, aquaculture, and seaweed farming will accelerate the development of Andaman Nicobar. That is the proposal that government has given, and it thinks that it will bring prosperity to the far off land of India. The government is making efforts to have more facilities on the island. So Andaman Nicobar Islands and the two islands that are being that will be having tourism and the transshipment activity would be gaining a lot of from this. And the dedicated container transshipment terminal offers two geographical advantage. One, it is very near, as you can see, to east west trunk sea road. And it would be over here, there is one more benefit, and that is that it will help in the it will help as the area near Andaman Nicobar in the sea is deep, and the uh, large ship can come over here and stop in this area, and it, that would be used at port facilities. Sometimes where the coastal land is shallow, uh, the big ship cannot come. So that is why mega ship accommodation activities can be done over here. So this was all that we had for the uh, this topic. Now I would request the students to share your views, or if you have any question, you can ask in the chat box. So, students, if you like our YouTube channel, I mean, if you like our videos, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and do press the bell icon. Hope to see you more in the next sessions. Thank you.